What is up, YouTube family? What is up, YouTube family? It is I, your boy, one third of the Podnas, your boy Tiz. I am here tonight on the eve of my birthday. I am here basically. What's up, YouTube? I see you. I'm finally lit. What's good? This is the Podnas first live stream, so welcome. My other two partners couldn't be here tonight. Um, excuse me, as they are on break right now, so they are taking a nice vacation. But on the eve of my birthday, I wanted to go live and just kind of bring the weekly Tiz Umar Johnson recap to the live. Gives me a chance to test out this live thing and a chance to, interact with people outside of our weekly podcast, which is still coming out Wednesday night on all podcast streaming services and YouTube, of course. So let me get into this. So for those of you who may be joining me tonight who have never heard of Umar Johnson or who do not have the full context on who he is or why I do a weekly recap on him, basically, Umar Johnson is a quote-unquote scholar who came onto the scene about maybe 10, 11 years ago. And he came onto the scene basically speaking on child psychology, school psychology, ADHD, and other school diagnoses that affect Black children. So he got his fame off of that. And at the beginning, his rhetoric was amazing. He is a great orator at times, especially when speaking on that, since that is his quote-unquote field of study. He claims to have 6 degrees. He continued to speak, but then about maybe 9 years ago, he started talking about he wanted to start a school. Okay. People got behind it. I mean, he's been talking, by this point, he's pretty famous. He's going on the Breakfast Club. He's doing all kinds of big stuff. So his name is out there. As he starts to talk about this school, he starts to ask for donations. He puts up GoFundMes. He does all of this. He basically tries to buy St. Paul's College. He wasn't able to buy that. I guess that fell through. I'm not sure. But around that time, people started to say that he was scamming people out of money. I personally didn't really follow up on it at this point. I'm working. I don't really have time to sit around and really dig into it as much. So I still just know Umar as this guy who's trying to start a school. He seems to be a pretty up and up guy as far as, his interactions with the public and his speaking engagements. He always has good rhetoric around ADHD, and he seems to know his stuff. So we rolling with him. But over the years, I keep hearing about his name popping up with scamming. So when the COVID hit, I had time to actually sit down. I was working from home. So instead of working longer hours being in the building at my job, I ended up, being at home and having more time to actually consume internet content. So I kind of fell down a rabbit hole one day and found Umar Johnson, like hundreds and thousands of videos upon thousands of videos of this guy and people claiming that he's a scam artist. So as I started to do the research, I guess about a year and a half ago, he ended up purchasing some schools with the donor money, but there's a discrepancy between how much the schools cost and what he's claimed that he's actually brought in. He's behind on taxes, like $100 and some thousand on the school. He's behind on utility bills. They're claiming this guy lives in the school, and the evidence stacks up. If you follow the Podnas podcast, again, on all streaming services and on YouTube, then you've probably heard me talk about this before. But what I want to kind of key in on tonight is Umar, over the past few years, started 2 years ago, and that's what we're going to kind of get into tonight. He's been going at Michael Eric Dyson and other top-notch scholars, kind of just hating on them because he doesn't get the same publicity as these other scholars, okay? And tonight we're going to explore a few videos that kind of go through the history of him and one of the top-notch scholars, Michael Eric Dyson, Dr. Michael Eric Dyson, I'm sorry. father of Angela Rye, one of the top leading black thinkers out there, him among with Cornel West and others. But, those are like my two guys when I listen to like just high intellectual conversation around black issues. They seem to speak pretty articulately, and they get the points across that resonate most with me. But tonight we're going to kind of study Umar Johnson's history with Dr. Michael Eric Dyson, how the beef started, kind of the weird ways in which Umar has responded to just other men who are more successful than him and what they're doing and who are not involved in these scams. And I'm just going to give my opinions, thoughts, and takes on it. I've been listening to a lot of other people's lives and consuming a lot of other people's content. Shout out to King Kong Crazy, King Kong Consciousness, Lyndon Honor, Dee and Page, E and J, Anti-Afro Swingali, Max V World. Who else have I been listening to lately? I'm missing somebody. Seen Monty Woodgrain stuff. So it's Make a Change. There's a lot of guys out here who are just making videos on Umar, and I've been able to consume a lot of content. So we're going to dig into his issues with Michael Eric Dyson and how this is brewed, what it's led to right now, because now in the past week, it's kind of stemmed up more. And I'm just going to give my thoughts and opinions on it. So the first video we're going to watch and react to is 2 years ago, how this beef actually started. So it started with Bill Maher on his show, Politically Incorrect. I believe that's what it's called. He had first Ice Cube, then he had Michael Eric Dyson on. And on those episodes, he basically used the word nigga, and he tried to justify it. And Umar had some issues with it. So let's dig right into it.
Peace and love, black family. It's the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm coming to you live.
I don't know whose prince he thinks he is.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Twin Cities, where I will be speaking at tomorrow. I'm out and about downtown in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I just had an opportunity to view the interview between comedy political host Bill Maher and our own beloved Dr. Michael Eric Dyson from Georgetown University. Now, earlier today, I did an assessment of Ice Cube's quote unquote intervention as it relates to Bill Maher's use of the N-word on the Bill Maher show. I dealt with Ice Cube earlier today, and basically what I said was that I appreciate the fact that Ice Cube took Bill Maher to task on his use of the N-word, but I did not appreciate the way in which he still justified his usage by basically saying that black people have taken the word from white folks, that it belongs to us now, as opposed to denigrating the word in totality by making it clear that no one should be using.
This is the type of stuff that made me initially even give Umar the time of day. He talks articulately at times. He actually does at times speak on things that actually make sense. Like what he's saying right now about the use of the nigga, I actually agree with that. I don't really have a big issue with what he's saying right now. But yeah, so that's my opinion though. Here we go.
At this time, that's what I felt our brother Ice Cube should have done. He should have totally disintegrated the word, the use of the word altogether.
Now, mind you, this guy is saying he should have totally disintegrated the word. However, he always uses this word. He's used it against SETI. He's used it to describe Tariq Nasheed. He goes on these rants where I've heard him use nigga hundreds of times. But Ice Cube should have disintegrated the word. Mind you, Ice Cube, he's been using the word. And he doesn't actually go crazy about it. But let's continue. This guy.
He allowed the N-word to live. Well, I just got finished having
If he could
dinner,
just stop being
and
such a
I had an
hypocrite, man, I tell
opportunity
you,
to listen to Michael Eric
the potential of
Dyson's
this guy.
interview with Bill Maher. And actually, maybe Ice Cube did a little bit better job than Michael Eric Dyson. Maybe Ice Cube did a little bit better job, because I really felt that Dr. Michael Eric Dyson, whom I respect, although we're both scholars and PhDs, we're on the opposite
Now that's
end
questionable.
of the political
Now
spectrum.
that's questionable. The research out there shows that we cannot find an actual doctoral degree with Umar's name on it. He submitted a doctoral, a dissertation, but online you can't find that stuff. I've been looking and I can't find Nathan. So that's BS, straight like that.
It's more of a W.E.B. Du Bois integrationist type of scholar. And of course, I represent the revolutionary Pan-African nationalist scholarship of a Dr. Amos Wilson and a Dr. John Henry Clark.
Now, in just that, if you listen to his tone of voice, he's already going at this guy and kind of like putting his level below Umar. Umar, you are not on the level of a Michael Eric Dyson. My guy, what in the hell? What's good, Faith? But like, what in the hell? Why would you put your, he's a W.E.B. Du Bois scholar, but I'm a revolutionary. Like, come on, man. You're not on his level.
But
let's be serious.
This isn't going to be a long video, only about 20 minutes, but I just want to comment on some of the highlights of the interview between the Irish Jewish racist, Bill Maher, and his conversation with Michael Eric Dyson, the Christian nationalist scholar. Now, the first thing that I found interesting was that Bill Maher had the audacity to tell Dr. Michael Eric Dyson that his use of the word
this is
was
real.
not malicious.
Now, I did see this episode when it came out 2 years ago, and that is true. Bill Maher did call himself a house nigga and act like it was okay. And I'm not going to say that's okay. I don't agree with that at all. So Umar, this is the type of stuff that pisses me off, because the potential is there. He's talking sense right here. And then he goes left. Every time.
How can a malicious word be used non-maliciously? How can a malicious word be used non-maliciously? Someone's going to have to explain that to me. How can a malicious word be used non-maliciously? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, that's like me calling a
makes perfect damn sense
and say I didn't mean it maliciously. How can you use a malicious word non-maliciously? That makes absolutely no sense. Okay, and then he also said,
no, it makes sense. Him using the word does not make sense. But the explanation makes perfect sense.
Eric Dyson, since you and I are friends, you must know that
of course
I
that's
was
what
not thinking of basically all that negativity when that came out of my mouth. He said all of the negative things associated with the use of the N-word was not on my mind, okay, when I made that comment. Well,
now, Michael Eric Dyson has done more for the black community in a third of his career than Umar has done in his entire. Why? Why, Umar? Why are you going at this man? Instead of focusing on your school, instead of focusing on addressing these people who are accusing you of fraud, instead of putting out your information like you should as a 501c3, this is what you were choosing to do 2 years ago.
I'm here to tell you, Mr. Bill Maher, that all of that
you could have probably got a better school than them damn trap bandos as you actually
in your
then focus around.
I repeat, sir, all of that negative.
Exactly. What is he gaining from this?
I
could not tell.
Narrative surrounding
that pissed me
of
off.
Africans in America may not have been on your mind, but it was definitely in your mind. The fact that you would even venture to say the word house, to mention the N-word at all, clearly says that you are as much a racist as all other white people.
Now, this is, after this, he kind of goes into more of a Bill Maher rant. But this is where the beef between him and Michael Eric Dyson started. At this time, everybody thought it was just something he was saying in passing at Michael Eric Dyson, and he was really going at Bill Maher. But then over the next few years, 2 years, he has constantly brought up Michael Eric Dyson in different rants of his, and in a belittling way or in a way that was demeaning. And as a person who follows just true scholarship, how dare you, Umar? You trap bando. Now look at Umar's background. He don't even have an office. Now we're going to see the juxtaposition of this to a real scholar and what they look like when they come on camera in just a few. Now the rappers have actual real platforms. This guy doesn't even have a YouTube page, according to him. These rappers are actually, when they're speaking directly to people, and they're actually going out and doing charity. And what a lot of people don't talk about is these rappers actually doing work in their communities. I actually live in Georgia, and I see some of the rappers and how they directly impact the communities that they come from in a very positive way. Umar, on the other hand, every time I look, he's begging for a donation. He's online beefing with somebody. He's trying to find new ways to scam money out of people. I don't understand. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized I don't have y'all being able to see this. Give me 1 second live. See, this is why I'm doing this on my birthday night. This teaches me how to work this thing here. Give me 1 second. Face, you won't gonna say nothing. Hold on 1 second. Where we at? We just gonna do that one right there. Yep. All right. Can y'all see that? Can you see that face? See and hear the video that I'm playing? If so, let me know. If so, let me know. Bet. Thank you. That's what I needed to know. All right. Give me 1 second, folks. Basically, but I'm not even trying to be on none of that at all. I'm actually just pissed at this dude and the potential that he has, man. It's ridiculous. All right, here we go. Click down. There we go. Now we cooking with gas. All right.
It's not for me. See, they don't want me.
So it started 2 years
CNN.
ago.
See, I want to know why.
And now we get to this. This
Don
is just
Lemon
about a
ain't
year
called
ago.
me up yet. You
Could
keep
have left the
calling
man
up
alone.
rappers.
But here we go with this.
Shout out to the rappers. Intelligent, articulate. I support those young brothers out there. But why are you not talking to the revolutionary scholars? You
Like who, Umar? Like who?
call up Michael Eric Dyson, and you should. I love my elder scholar. You call up Cornel West, and you should. I love my
Yes,
elder
because
scholar.
they have real degrees.
But why is it?
No, he has
Why
not
is
spelled
it?
yet.
Y'all haven't asked me for my
No, he has
input
not
on
spelled.
police genocide. Why is it? No one has called me up for my input. I have the degrees. I went
Again, what damn degrees? We have yet to see you produce even the damn actual paper degree. All we've heard is you claim stuff. Claim. Give me something tangible you have actually done, Umar, other than your plagiarized books.
to the same colleges they went to. In fact, I got more degrees than them. I'm a young black professional. Why can't I give my
Young
take?
black
Why can't
professional. First of all, you're not young. You're older than me. And I am no spring chicken. Second of all, you are not on the level of a Cornel West or Michael Eric Dyson. That is why they don't call you. They don't call you because you get online and act a fool. You sniff weird shit. You go in the back and do what sounds like sniffing coke as you say you're going to turn the heat down. You're living in your damn school, sir. That's why they're not calling you, sir.
So Umar claims that he's a young professional.
Shout out to Lyndon Honor for posting that. All right, so here we go. Next video. Now, after 2 years of beefing with Michael Eric Dyson, calling him out, basically belittling him on video after video, as I just showed you, we then get to this. Michael Eric Dyson has finally had enough. And let's see what he says. Hold up. Let me make sure I'm about to share my audio. Because Mike responded like a boss should. Definitely responded like a boss should.
Can tell us your relationship, if any, with these people. Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yeah, he comes at me a lot, man. I never met the dude. Never really heard that much about him. You know, trying to look for some of his books, couldn't find them.
Damn his books, because he don't got none that's real. He print them shits out right before he come to the whatever rib shack or vegan restaurant he's promoting at this week to try to scam people out of their 50 to 70 bucks. That's what he got. He don't have no real fucking book. So my French.
Understood.
The stuff and I don't want to look. I'm sure he's doing great work. I don't disparage him. I just don't know why he feels the need to come after me. You ain't never built with me. You never talked to me. You never engaged me.
Never
You're talking
once.
about me. You don't know anything about me. So I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. I have nothing but love and appreciation for the great works that you can do out there to help our community in whatever sphere. I ain't mad at you. But you ain't got to come at me on some, off the wall basis. And you ain't never reached out to me. We never even built. We're in the same era, same time. If you want to holler at me, you could get at me. So I just don't understand that. I wish him nothing but.
Now look at the background of somebody with a real office. Bookshelves. Real books. Not a curtain or a green screen like I got. Not a cheap set of blinds and a RBG flag. A real office. Not a crooked bookshelf like he used to have in the old bando that he was living in, where the camera flipped around and showed his dirty ass apartment.
Success and doing the righteous thing. But I'm just saying, why my name in your mouth and you so negative and you never reached out to me and kicked it with me or talked about me? It doesn't mean you have to talk to me in order to be critical of me. But I'm saying, bruh, make it based upon some substantive engagement with some real substantive ideas, as opposed to stylistic differences. Or if you got ideological, intellectual, political differences, then speak those up. Speak on those. But I just don't understand the venom and the bitterness, man. I never met that dude.
I do. Day. It's called what he would say a hater. Umar always claiming he got haters. He is the #1 hater. If you are a successful black man, he is mad at you every day of the week because you are doing better than him and you have a house and you have a car and people listen to you and people respect you and people are not being scammed by you. So your name is not being dragged through the mud every week.
Yeah, well, I think the ancestors going to bring some energy.
Exactly, or the inside of a rental car.
Man, and put y'all together and continue doing work for our community. What about Dr. Claude Anderson?
All right, so Mike starts talking about somebody else here. But that's how you respond like a boss. Not like a baby, like a boss. So, maybe a few days after that, maybe a day or two after that, Umar goes on Facebook, posts this long letter talking about how he wants to, he respects Dr. Michael Eric Dyson, and he's so, Michael Eric Dyson is old enough to be his father, which is Jab throwing shade because Mike's only like maybe 10 to 15 years older than Dr. Umar. So it's like, what you trying to say? Now you're trying to call him an old man. And he's calling them out for a debate, which leads us to this video. Now, we're going to get to why this is never going to happen, but this is what happens on Umar's Live, 2 days ago.
We don't need no more negativity in the Black community. We don't need any more negativity in the Black community. Let us continue. In the classroom or workplace, inattention and impulsiveness are evidenced by not
As he reads,
the person often gives the impression that
he's supposed to be giving a lecture on one of the principles of Kwanzaa. But instead of him actually having some stuff prepared, he's sitting here reading verbatim out of a
he or
book.
she is not listening or has not heard what has been said. Work
That's
is
how this
often
sets
messy
up,
and
first of
performed
all.
carelessly and impulsively. Impulsiveness is often demonstrated by blurting out answers to questions before they are completed, making comments out of turn, failing to for activity. Okay, when I was at Meade Elementary, because of you, Lube, they'll tell you they should be coming
Going
to
through a history lesson of his
Baltimore in
elementary school.
Assistant, he got to make it known to Team Pan-African in our council of elders. And so then you're going to have to sit down with Uncle Ifatunde. Area. Rochester, January the 2nd. So if he
His normal random side.
Another sister, he got to make it known to Team Pan-African in our council of elders. And
In
so
the
then
middle of
you're
his
gonna have to
so-called
sit down
lesson, this is
with
what he gets to
Uncle
talk about.
Ifatunde. You're going to have to sit down with Uncle Ifatunde.
Nobody's uncle. He is nobody's uncle. Please get out of here with that bull. He ain't nobody's uncle. He damn sure ain't nobody's daddy because he has children, but he don't take care of them. That's on record. He even learned his daughter's middle name from the child support man. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
You would have to sit down with Uncle Ifatunde
I'd be damn Uncle
and
Ifatunde.
explain how you just dated her last month and now you want to date this sister this month.
Hold on, let me get
Learn how to keep moving. Their children. Yes, because I'm 6'3", 260. Video about another man.
Talking about he's
and that's
6'3",
over an
260.
issue. We talking about the school. We talking about Black consciousness. That's different. Listen to me now. One of my New Year's of your damn business. He said, which ancestors walk with Dr. Umar? That is none of your damn business. What women are Dr. Umar considering for the White House position? That is none of your damn
in the
business.
middle of a
How much
lesson.
money is Dr. Umar
Lesson my
spending
ass.
on the carpentry at F?
Hold on.
Easier
get to the
than
money.
before. And not only is it easier
Got
to
into a
diagnose
debate now.
ADHD, they have
Uncle
given you
Ifatunde.
2 extra
That's
when
this guy.
shaft a black boy in
This nigga
specified
Ramos.
ADHD and
Oh, where is it?
the ADHD. That man make a sizable donation. You should.
Here we go.
I only constructively criticized you one time when you went on the Bill Maher
I'm crazy
show.
for that. But yes,
Politically incorrect. When he called himself a house N-word on national TV. And you were a guest not long after that.
that was the only
And
time
you
you criticized.
forgave him
Okay.
without any interrogation
Yes, we proved that wasn't true.
or accountability to the Black community whatsoever. You didn't make him make a donation. You should have made that man make a sizable donation. You should have made him commit himself to a cause to help alleviate miseducation,
Always going
mass
back to the
incarceration,
money.
gentrification,
Everybody's not
police
money
genocide,
hungry
access
like
to
you.
wealth. There's a lot you could have made him do to earn your forgiveness, brother.
He's
That's
your
water under
elder.
the bridge now. It's
You
over.
know,
We
you
all
could have
make
called him
mistakes.
behind
But
the
I
scenes
felt
if
as
you
a
felt that way.
spokesperson for the African American community, Dr. Dyson, I felt that you should have been a little bit more forceful.
And I tried to
assertive,
communicate with you
stern
behind the scenes, but you blocked us.
with Bill Maher before you forgave him.
Hell with
That's
you,
all,
Umar.
brother. it's water under the bridge. With that being said, if you ever are up for a respectful scholar-to-scholar debate,
You're not a
if you
scholar.
are ever looking for
And he would
some
verbally
intellectual
crush you.
gymnastics, scholar to scholar, Garvey versus Du Bois, integrationist versus
Man.
nationalist, respectfully, my big brother, Dr. Dyson, I would be willing to oblige
Not your brother
you
either. You're
if
not even
you
on
are
the same
ever
level.
interested in such an intellectual discourse. I respect you. Kudos to you. You one of our great minds.
And it's not going
The Prince of
anywhere. It's going viral for the wrong
The
damn
Prince
reasons.
of
He is a
Pan-Africanism
virus.
will be waiting for that respectful debate. Let me get back
He's
to
always
it.
talking about money. And you gonna be waiting. Now, Michael Eric Dyson is one of the leading scholars, like I said, of our time. This is why no scholar worth their salt will actually debate with Umar. This is why. Shout out to all of the people, Don Heyman, King Kong Crazy, King Kong Consciousness, Lennon Honor, all of the people who are posting videos, Pastor Lee. Thank y'all for the videos. Let's get into this. This is why Michael Eric Dyson will never debate you, sir.
You got to go extra hard. You got to fabricate this alpha male shit because you don't feel secure in yourself. I'm a psychologist, nigga. You don't think I can read you?
Again, that sounded like a malicious use of the nigga. But you're mad at Michael Eric Dyson for not condemning him. Would you like him to condemn you? Because it damn sure sounded like to me that you said, nigga.
And I got more
Let's
videos
see.
than all you niggas. I don't have a YouTube channel. And
Yeah, that was niggas. I heard niggas. Umar.
I got more videos than all of y'all. I ain't got to promote myself. That's the love I get. Clown ass nigga.
Look at this face, people. This is the face of the man that wants to teach your children. He wants you to donate to him to open a school. Does this look like a man you want pounding your son's chest in the room with other black men?
Talking about, I'm booked. You's a simp ass nigga. You want to talk to me, nigga? You want a face-to-face conversation?
Absolutely
You want to debate, conflict, whatever the fuck you want. 215-989-9858. And this ain't got shit to do with no shit going on in New York, nigga.
This is how this guy acts. This is the man that wants to teach your children, that wants you to donate to him. And this is for me. I used to actually rock with this guy. I thought this guy had some damn sense. But he has absolutely flipped his damn wig. And I promise you, 2021, Podna Tiz is going to stay on this guy's neck. I'm going to continue to follow up on this, and I'm going to continue to spread the good word, because I'm going to make sure that nobody else gets scammed by this fucker. Because if these are the kind of people that's out here trying to teach my child, I'd be damned. As always, man, love y'all. Thank y'all people for showing up. It's my birthday tomorrow. And then the day after that, it's Pat's birthday. Show us some love. As always, Podnas Podcast is coming out this Wednesday. It will have the amazing year-end 2020 Umar Johnson recap. You don't want to miss that. Literally chronicling from January to now all of the tomfoolery and fuckery that this guy has gotten himself into this year. We got the Podnas merch, as always, teespring.com/stores/Podnas-closet-1. Follow us on all social media platforms at the Podnas. You can find us on all streaming platforms at the Podnas. And thepodnas.com if you just want to continuously have one-stop shop to find everything that we're doing. Thepodnas.com as always. And as always, I am 1/3 of the Podnas. Your boy Tiz, signing out. Good looking out for everybody that showed up. And happy birthday, motherfuckers. Shout out to all the Capricorns. It's all season. Peace.